Welcome to Spiritual, beloved ones. It is with great joy that we greet you this day. You are on the cusp of momentous changes. If you consider many of the changes that have come to pass in recent months and the past few years, you will likely come to the realization that although many unsavory things are being exposed, those very things are collectively a great catalyst for your collective transformation. There will be no stopping the revelations until there are no more secrets. There will be more and more cause for celebration as those who are accountable will begin to understand that their best course is to allow themselves to be held accountable for all of their choices and actions that have caused suffering and pain to others. This mass disclosure will usher in a new era, new ways of doing business, a new paradigm of professional and political accountability where you will gain more and more trust in your elected officials as they become more transparent and more willing to disclose anything that is requested, not because they are not their own authority, but because they have nothing to hide, while they will still be strong advocates for the public good and individual privacy. They will be perfectly willing to disclose whatever is asked of them because they have great understanding of the importance of transparency and accountability to the public as public servants or representatives of companies and products that the public put their trust in. These changes will not only affect business and politics but science, medicine, education, agriculture, and so much more. As such, you can look forward to conducting your daily lives, transactions, business, and all modes of commerce with more confidence of products and services than you have ever experienced before. There will be no need to second-guess anyone or read the fine print as there will be no fine print. Any risks associated with any purchase will be fully disclosed before you sign or make any payment. We know many of you are very skeptical of what we are saying here, and that does not surprise us. What does surprise us is that you have not demanded this much sooner. In truth, you are so much more powerful than you think you are. When you join forces with others, you can increase your power exponentially. There are many examples of this throughout history, yet most of you feel that you are not as powerful as those who made history. Whether it is refusing to go to the back of the bus like Rosa Parks, refusing to let corporate interests continue to disregard the health and well-being of their customers like Aaron Brockovich, refusing to sit out a political race because of sexual identity like Harvey Milk, or thousands of other stories that illustrate the power of an individual to create change. Each and every one of you can and will be the change you wish to see in the world if you so choose. If you are waiting for someone else to those choices, you may be waiting a very long time for the level of transparency and full disclosure we have shared with you. The more of you that are willing to hold corporate and political entities accountable, the more quickly you will get to the state of full disclosure we have described. Holding others accountable does not take a great deal of resources, and it does not have to take a great deal of time. The only things required to make these kinds of changes is a strong desire to make the change, the conviction to follow through until the change has occurred, and the ability to rally others to the same cause. You are not the only one who desires greater transparency or accountability. That is a nearly universal desire, save for those who are so apathetic that they feel they can do nothing to alter the lack of accountability and transparency. Each of you is as powerful as you believe you are, so we ask you to consider, what do you lack that Rosa Parks, Aaron Brockovich did not lack, and Harvey Milk did not lack? We would say, in most cases, nothing. Many of you have much more resources and wherewithal than many very successful change agents. Are you happy sitting on the sidelines and letting others dictate public and corporate policies that do not serve you or your fellow brothers and sisters? If not, and we would question the validity of any claims that you are happy in that respect, what can you do to champion or support a cause to create positive change? Beloveds, if you feel challenged by our words in a way that stimulates you toward action, wonderful. If you feel challenged in a way that is not comfortable, we simply ask you to consider our words and consider what causes you would feel moved to support. If a dear friend or relative was championing that cause, what would you be willing to do to support them? What would you be willing to do if you could do it anonymously? What would you want to do if you could or would? Each of you is unique, and your drives, motivations, desires, and tolerance for injustice varies. That is why we are presenting in this way. You are beloved to us, and we know you are more powerful than you know you are. We are in service to you, and part of that service is to help you realize not only your dreams, but your potential. The more of you that work together in any way that uplifts all, the more others will be inspired to work in similar ways to accomplish much that needs to come to fruition for all of you to stand in your power and usher in the changes that are imminent. Would you rather see these changes in your lifetime, or are you willing to let your grandchildren be the first generation to enjoy what we have described? It is all up to you, dearest ones. Know we are always with you in every moment, with every breath. We are loving you powerfully, and so it is. The collective of guides, I hope you like the video. Welcome to your channel. Don't forget to check out the other